The 9 sentiments or emotions are fundamental elements of music, poetry, dance, art, life. Wonder.
Why is it that when Michael
Crawford.
The Phantom of the Opera, when I don't know, I cried. I was there, I cried. It didn't matter. It didn't have to be Indian classical dance. It could be
theater.
What I'm trying to say is it could be theater, it could be puppetry. But the job is how good are you in connecting with me?
Courage.
With respect to that, Suresh and I have had our share of ups and downs too. Not that it was, it's always smooth or anything, because we never knew each other before. We only knew each other for about 5 days before we got married.
Mirth.
My mom had kept a Christmas tree made of the cover of the cap, toothpaste cap. She had painted red, green. First time when we go back to India. And then she said, oh, you came in December, I thought you would like to see a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
We grew up like that. My parents were quite progressive and kind of forward thinking. And for them, it was really one God, and it need not be any particular God from anywhere or any particular culture or religion.
Anger.
Then the other example would be in England, they came up with brand new shoes that was very beautifully designed, and in the sole of the foot was the image of Ganesha, this one. How can you think like that? It's horrible. It's very horrible. It's like I'm stepping on the Lord. So it's like you're stepping on Him with your shoes. That's the dirtiest thing you could do. Things like that are hard, very hard for me to accept and deal with, But there are certain things that he represents that I hold dear because it has helped me in my tough times. But he is someone, I feel he's always there. I can access him whenever I want, in good or bad times,
Courage.
So after a couple of years, she said, oh, you could do your solo dance debut if you wanted to. And then Lakshmi said, well, I don't want to do it with you. It'll be very funny. I want to do my own and you do your own. Because she was 11 and I was 38, So, there were more people who were against it or who made fun of or who thought what I was doing was really ridiculous at this age when people should be stopping, and then I'm a family woman and I shouldn't be doing all this. It's only because of the outside people that I had to muster up a lot of courage every time. It's not because of family, it's outside people, So for me, when I went on stage as a 38-year-old woman and I did 2 hours show solo, so it was very difficult, both memory-wise, stamina. I still think that it's one of the most difficult things I have done.
Compassion.
Coming from a traditional family and being at the age group that I'm in, I see that a lot of other Indian women are not able to do what I'm able to do or have not been able to do. It's just, there's not that type of a support system.
disgust.
There were sacred Indian prayers going on. But when people are naked and when that's happening and this poetry is going on, it's offensive. It's like, that's how I look at it. It's like that Ice White Shirt movie, when Tom Cruise, there's an orgy scene completely. I saw the movie, I didn't know what I was seeing at that time. I just went. After I go, I'm going sitting there, oh my God. But it's okay. I mean, that's not what bothered me was the prayer that was going on.
Fear.
What I may explore is pieces that actually depict social issues, our day-to-day problems, which I don't do or I have never done. If I have done, it has been in connection with mythology or a legend, but I want to do it without connecting it to any, story from my culture, just for what it is. So what would that feel like? I have no idea.
Courage.
But then, I realized that my mother lost her mom when she was only 10 months old. She was brought up by her grandmother and uncles and aunts. So my mother would always somehow say that, eventually you're really alone, no matter how many friends or partners or uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters you have to learn to fend for yourself. And that's when I remembered that.
Peace.
So you're not thinking. See, you should not think. Dance and thinking are enemies because it's a muscle memory. I mean, enemies meaning you do think a little, but what I'm saying is 80 to 90% of the dance, if you're a good dancer, is about muscle memory, which means you have done it so many times. Your muscles remember, so you can feel the joy. You have transcended because you know it so well that you're able to feel the nothingness and joy. You're able to feel that ultimate joy.
Love.
To show my creativity and my innermost, my core, the spark that I have, it's the choreography that allows me to do it.
Love for God, love for a man, love for a child,